Hello everyone and welcome to my CBS Soaps official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Monday, October 13, 2025. Today on The Young and the Restless, Phillies demands Kane prove himself. Nick tells his family he's headed for LA, and Kyle pleads with Victoria for her help. Nick arrives at Newman Media, where Chelsea and Adam are dealing with the fallout of the Kane expose. They update Nick on Ashby's threat to sue them, along with his promise to change the narrative. Adam's sure he's blowing smoke. Nick assumes they have everything under control, so he's jetting off to LA to see Noah, whether his dad likes it or not. He reiterates that Sharon sensed something was off with their son, and now she can't find him. He's going to give his pops a heads up about it and will keep them posted. Victoria stops by the ranch and chats with her parents about how fast the Kane thing is blowing up. They discuss the defamation suit, and Victor says what they printed was either true or can't be proven otherwise since Colin is dead. But the game isn't over. After Victoria exits, Nikki and her husband continue to discuss Kane, and he assures her he's a step ahead of him. Wait, not 10 steps ahead? When she asks if Jack knew about the article, he says no and insists that he and the Abbott have no partnership. Adam and Chelsea head to Society for drinks after work. They hope Noah is okay and recall how hard it was when their kid was in trouble. Next, they mull over Nick and Sharon reuniting. He admits he doesn't want his ex hurt. Victoria arrives, and they ask her to join them. After she sits, talk turns to Kyle and Claire, and Victoria confesses that she's worried about her daughter vacationing with Holden in LA. Kyle pops up and says he agrees. He asks to speak to Victoria in private, and they cross the room. Adam guesses Kyle is getting desperate. He and Chelsea get notifications about the Kane story being picked up by the international press and agree it would take a miracle for him to recover from this. At the bar, Kyle announces to Victoria that he's not letting his relationship die. He's heading for LA and needs her help. Victoria promised her daughter she would stay out of this. Kyle has no problem with Claire being on her own, but she's with a player. If Victoria believes in his relationship with her daughter, then she needs to tell him where Claire is staying. Phillies drags a complaining Kane into the club for a drink. They discuss his desire to change his image. She's sure the garbage the Newmans printed about him will blow over. Ashby insists he needs something big and immediate to make him look like a good guy. Phillies is perplexed that he wants her, of all people, to help with his image. She thought he wanted her to work with him because she plays dirty. Kane tells Phillies that he hired her because she's flexible, fearless, and adaptable. He groans when she complains he's jerking her around again. She reminds him that he partnered up with the bad girl and the article trashed her too. He wants to prove to his family he's not a monster and needs her help. Phillies asks if he has a plan. Kane wants to appear heroic. Maybe he could use the AI to do something positive? She suggests he just help an endangered species or something. Kane wants her to use her beautiful brain to get him a new reputation. His businesses are already suffering and he needs to change the narrative. He'd give everything up for Lily and the kids. Phillies point out that this is not what they agreed on. They were supposed to get revenge. Kane wants to impress rather than scare people. When the redhead complains that he doesn't know who he is, he threatens to replace her. When Kane tries walking out, Phillies chases him to the door. She lectures him for not knowing what it is really like to want something and accuses him of using her like everyone else. After forcing him to admit that he needs her, she demands that he hand over the AI program. When he balks, Phillies can't believe he still doesn't trust her. Stroking Kane's chest, Phillies warns that she's the only one who can save him. He asks her to come up with some hypothetical scenarios before he'll think about giving her access to the software. Phillies asks if that's the best he can do. Playing the game, he moves closer and says, "For now, yes." Phillies murmurs, "I'll be in touch," and exits. An emotional Ashby then calls Lily and leaves a voicemail saying he just wanted to hear her voice. At the ranch, Nick informs his parents that he's booked a flight to LA. Victor thinks he should let his son solve his own problems, but concedes that he would never do that. They debate whether Kane will make a move. Nick still thinks all his threats are empty. If something serious happens, he can always come back. Nikki backs him up. Victor no sooner gives his blessing than Nick takes a call from a frantic Sharon who cries, "It's Cassie all over again." After managing to communicate that she's in a hospital, she conveys that Noah been in a car accident. Coming apart entirely, she sobs, "It's bad, Nick, it's really bad." Sharon tells her ex to come quickly. Noah needs him and so does she. As his parents panic in the background, Nick assures her he'll be there right away. Victor offers him the jet, and Nick rushes out. Monday, October 13, 2025. Today on The Young and the Restless. Phillies demands Kane prove himself. Nick tells his family he's headed for LA. Kyle pleads with Victoria for her help, and an unexpected crisis brings old heartbreaks flooding back. At Newman Media, the tension is thick enough to slice. Nick walks in, carrying the kind of weight that's visible in the slope of his shoulders and the sharpness of his tone. Inside, Adam and Chelsea are locked in a quiet but fierce discussion, both of them hovering over a tablet filled with legal emails and notifications. The fallout from the Kane expose has gone from ugly to catastrophic overnight. "Kane's threatening to sue us," Chelsea reports without looking up. Her voice trembles slightly, not from fear but from fatigue. "He says we printed defamatory lies about him and Colin." Nick glances at Adam, and Adam's smirk barely hides his irritation. He's bluffing. Colin's dead, and everything in that article was either fact-checked or impossible to disprove. Kane's just throwing tantrums. Chelsea sighs, rubbing her temples. A tantrum that could cost us millions if this goes to court. Nick frowns, packing. "Do you two have this under control or not? Because I've got something else on my plate." Chelsea looks up finally. "What's going on?" Nick inhales deeply as if steadying himself before a storm. "Noah gone off the grid. Sharon says she can't find him and she's worried. She thinks something's wrong." Adam's expression softens surprisingly. "Noah, that doesn't sound like him." "Exactly," Nick says, voice cracking slightly. "I'm flying out to LA tonight. I'm not waiting for my dad's permission or anyone else." Chelsea gives him a sympathetic look. "You'll find him, Nick." "I hope so," Nick mutters, already halfway out the door. Meanwhile, at the Newman Ranch, Victoria arrives, elegant as ever but with eyes that betray her anxiety. She's come to talk to her parents about the mess blowing up across the media landscape. Victor and Nikki sit together on the couch, a rare moment of calm for the power couple, though it's clear both of them are deep in thought. "The Kane thing is spiraling," Victoria begins, setting her purse down. "The exposé's been picked up by every major outlet. He's threatening legal action and the Abbott board is furious." Victor's eyes narrow, the familiar calculating glint returning. "Let him threaten. What we printed is either the truth or impossible to disprove. Colin is gone, which means Kane has no witness to defend his legacy." Nikki crosses her arms. "You're playing with fire, Victor. The last thing we need is another lawsuit." He chuckles lowly. "My dear, I'm already 10 steps ahead of Kane Ashby." Victoria smirks. "That's what you always say." Victor's tone hardens, and I'm rarely wrong. After she leaves, Nikki and Victor linger, their conversation turning intimate yet tense. "Do you think Jack had anything to do with the article?" she asks, searching her husband's face. Victor shakes his head. "Jack Abbott is not my ally, not now, not ever." Nikki exhales, unconvinced. "You've said that before." He leans in, kisses her hand. "This time I mean it." Later that evening at Society, Adam and Chelsea decide they've earned a drink, though neither looks like they'll actually enjoy it. The room is filled with soft jazz and the low murmur of other diners, but all they can hear is the sound of their own doubts. Chelsea stirs her martini, staring at the olive like it holds the answers. "Do you ever wonder if any of this is worth it? The fights, the lies, the spin." Adam looks up from his whiskey. "Every damn day." They share a long look, the kind that belongs to two people who have shared too much history to ever truly break free of it. "Nick, going to LA to find Noah," Chelsea says quietly. "I hope he's okay. Remember when Connor went missing that summer? I still wake up sometimes and..." Adam stops her, gently placing a hand on hers. "I remember, and yeah, it never goes away." A moment later, Victoria walks in, poised and professional even after a long day. Adam waves her over, more out of habit than kindness. "Come sit with us, sis. Misery loves company." She smirks and joins them. They talk about work at first, then drift toward the personal. When Kyle Abbott suddenly appears at the bar, all three heads turn. He looks desperate, the kind of desperation that's not just professional but deeply personal. "Victoria," Kyle says, moving toward her, "we need to talk." Victoria looks surprised. Kyle now's not. "Please, it's about Claire." Chelsea and Adam exchange knowing glances as Victoria and Kyle step aside. "He's losing it," Adam mutters. You can see it in his eyes. Chelsea nods. He's not the only one. This town's full of people on the edge. At the bar's far corner, Kyle's tone is urgent but soft. I'm going to LA, he confesses. I'm not letting my relationship die, not without a fight. Victoria frowns. I promised my daughter I'd stay out of this. She needs space, Kyle. You have to respect that. I respect her, he says, almost pleading. But she's with Holden, a player, a manipulator. You know what he's like. If you believe I'm good for her, then help me find her. Tell me where she's staying. Victoria looks torn, caught between loyalty to her daughter and sympathy for Kyle's raw sincerity. If I tell you, she whispers, you can't go there and make a scene. I just need to see her, he swears, to tell her I still love her. Elsewhere, Phillies drags Kane Ashby into the Grand Phoenix Club, the air between them crackling with equal parts irritation and attraction. Kane looks miserable, all sharp edges and restless energy. I need to change my image, he tells her bluntly. The Newmans are painting me like some kind of monster. Phillies laughs. Sweetheart, you are a monster, that's half your charm. He scowls. I'm serious. My reputation's collapsing. My businesses are losing clients. My investors are backing out. I need to show people I'm not the villain. And you want me to help? She asks, incredulous. After you used me, lied to me, and trashed my name in the process. Kane sighs. I hired you because you're fearless, because you get things done. Phillies leans in, eyes glinting, and because I play dirty. He grins slightly. That too. They argue the way only two people with too much chemistry can. Every word sounds like foreplay, every accusation like a dare. Finally, Phillies presses him. What's the plan? I want to be seen as a hero, Kane says. Maybe I use the AI to do something good, something that'll change the narrative. She rolls her eyes. Save a rainforest, adopt a puppy, whatever makes you feel better. He groans. I need something big. You're supposed to be the genius here. Phillies folds her arms. We had a deal. We were going to destroy our enemies, not rewrite your image. Kane's expression softens. I just want to prove to Lily, to my kids, that I'm not who they think I am. Her tone drops. And if you fail? He meets her gaze. Then I lose everything. When Kane tries to walk out, Phillies grabs his arm, fury and passion blending in her voice. You think you can do this without me? You're wrong. You need me. He finally admits it. Maybe I do. She smirks, then hand over the AI. Kane hesitates. Not yet. Philly's smile fades into something darker. You still don't trust me. She steps closer, fingertips brushing his chest. You will, because I'm the only one who can save you. Their eyes lock, a dangerous electric moment, before she pulls back and whispers, I'll be in touch. When she's gone, Kane exhales shakily, his mask cracking for the first time all night. He takes out his phone and calls Lily, but she doesn't answer. His voice breaks as he leaves a message. I just wanted to hear your voice and tell you I'm sorry. Back at the ranch, Nick bursts in, suitcase already packed. I'm flying to LA, he announces. Victor arches an eyebrow. You think running off will solve anything? Nick fires back. If your son was missing, what would you do? The question silences even Victor for a beat. Then, with a resigned sigh, he says, You're your father's son after all. Nikki places a hand on Nick's arm. Be careful, and please call us when you land. Before he can respond, Nick's phone rings. It's Sharon, and she's hysterical. Nick, she sobs, it's Cassie all over again. Nick freezes. Sharon, what happened? Her words come in gasps between tears. Noah, he's been in a car accident. It's bad, Nick, it's really bad. The room spins as Victor and Nikki rush to his side. Sharon's voice shakes through the phone. He's in the hospital. They don't know if he's going to make it. Nick's voice breaks. I'm coming right now. Don't move. I'll be there. As he hangs up, Victor already moves into action. Take the jet. Get to him fast. Nick nods, eyes glassy, heart pounding. Nikki grabs his hand. Go, your son needs you. He turns to the door but pauses just long enough to whisper, It's happening again. I can't lose him too. As he leaves, the great Newman ranch falls silent, haunted by the echo of the past and the uncertainty of what's coming next. Next on The Young and the Restless. Sharon faces her worst fears at the hospital. Adam gets a shocking phone call from LA. and Phillies discovers that Kane's AI may be far more dangerous than anyone imagined. That's all for the time being. I hope you enjoyed it. I will provide another update as soon as possible. Thanks for watching if you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't miss any updates.